Lampard has confirmed that you will be playing at least some minutes in the game tomorrow night.
Primeiramente,
first of all, I'd like to say how happy I am to be here. This is a really important moment for me. It's another opportunity in my life, and I'll say that I'm very well prepared. I've been working hard towards this, so tomorrow will be my first game, and I think it'll go well given the way that we've been training. And I'd say little by little we'll be working and getting to the level where we have to be, where we demand to be, and little by little we'll get there and get even better to the level where we need to be.
What role do you play, other than just on the pitch, Thiago, given all your experience and all that you've won? What role do you play just around the club, in the dressing room, at the training ground, with the younger players, for example?
Fora do campo
I think off the pitch it's basically the same thing. I think about all my experience in my career and everything I've won, and I think it's important to show to the younger players to see that just playing matches isn't enough. They need to be this preparation to be as ready and in the best state possible, and I think they need to see how important it is to win things, because it's people who are successful and winners that are remembered. For example, our manager Frank Lampard, he's won so much. He's won one of the biggest and main championships in world football, so he will be remembered eternally, not just by Chelsea fans but also England fans.
Last year, I've been dying to ask you this. You responded on Twitter when a fan got on stage at Glastonbury Festival and rapped Thiago Silva, the song by Dave and AJ Tracy. Mason Mount and a few Chelsea players referred to it when you arrived at the club. I just wondered if you remember, what was your reaction to it at the time? It's such a fantastic video.
Primeiramente foi uma situação bem inusitada, né?
First it was a very unusual situation because I'd never heard of the song before. Then after that festival there was the video of the lad Alex coming up from the crowd wearing my Paris Saint-Germain shirt, and he got on stage and sang the song with all the other artists, and it went viral. And of course it arrived in Paris, and I had the opportunity to meet Alex and thank him, because sometimes us footballers we lose the idea of, we don't know actually how far a reach and influence we have. So it was a really happy moment for me, really pleasing that there was a song with my name, and I remember that day.
Your agent came up recently and said that you were offered the chance to stay at Paris Saint-Germain. Just wondering, why did you decide not to stay at PSG and come to Chelsea instead?
Não, na verdade,
to tell the truth, this started during the lockdown period. Leonardo called me and he asked me to extend my contract for 2 months to be able to cover the Champions League finals, and I said okay, no problem, because I wanted to continue to remain with the group right to the end. You know, I look to finish the things that I've started with, and so the 2 months, thinking after the Champions League, my thinking was I wouldn't be there any longer, and I definitely spoke to my agent about this, and we looked into other options for my future. And after the Champions League final, returning to Paris, I had a meeting with Leonardo and we talked about my intentions and the possibility of staying. But on that Monday morning after the Champions League final, I'd spoken to my lawyers and I'd already given the okay to Chelsea. I'd already made my decision. But I'm really grateful to Paris Saint-Germain for everything they did for my life, for the life of my family. But now I'm at a new project, a new club where I'm highly motivated. I'm very prepared for this new challenge in the Premier League, and I hope to contribute as much as possible to the young players here who have a tremendous quality.
I just wanted to ask you, with all due respect, does the speed of the Premier League worry you at all?
Preocupar não preocupa, até porque
No, I don't worry at all, because I know where I want to get to, and I really have high hopes about this team, this young team. And physically, I feel really good. Age is just a number on your document. Physically, I feel very young. I'm very well prepared for this, and I've been preparing for my whole life. People who know me know how much I love my work, how I put in 200%, and this is a great opportunity that Chelsea and Frank Lampard have given me, and I really don't want to let them down.
Enfim, eu acho que é uma oportunidade muito grande que o Chelsea.
Obviously, you're coming to you come to the Premier League at the age of 36 now. Have you ever considered or come close to joining a Premier League club before?
Olha, se eu falar.
If I were to say yes to you about that, I'd be lying. I'd never really seen myself in the Premier League previously. That was because I saw it as a sort of difficult style of football, personally. I didn't have any desire to play in the Premier League. My impression of the football played, well, it was that one with long balls, high balls, long shots. And at the time, I couldn't really see myself playing in that championship. But over time, I've seen that the championship has developed tremendously. There's a lot more technical quality. A lot of teams play with the ball on the ground, full-backs attacking in the area. Obviously, each team has their own idea and their own strengths. But previously, I'd seen it as being characterised by long balls, and that didn't really appeal to me. Obviously, I know how to play that way, but my preference was to play football with the ball on the ground. I knew my quality, but little by little, the Premier League football really won me over. Anyone who knows me can confirm that. And now at 36, I'm arriving to play in the best championships in the world. And it's usually, the Premier League is usually a championship that brings young players into play. So I'm coming here as an older player, so I see that's because Chelsea and Frank Lampard want a player with my experience. So if you want someone who's a runner, I'll use the words that Carlo Ancelotti used to describe the signing of James. If you want someone to run, they can would have signed Usain Bolt. So with the experience and the excellent young players here, I hope to help these young players in this new adventure.
Ajudar os mais jovens nessa nova aventura.